Welcome back. Aarti Industries is the stock on our radar right now. Rajendra Gogri, who's the chairman of the company, joins us now. The stock was up 10% yesterday. There was a good commentary from the management on the earnings. There was a good quarter-on-quarter recovery as well. So let's get straight to it. Year on year, there's a bit of an issue. The revenues are down 14%, but quarter on quarter, 3% growth in revenues. EBITDA up about 16%. And the management says that there were several products in which they saw volume gains. Mr. Gogri, thanks for joining in. Can you tell us what is the exact volumes that you delivered in this quarter, both year on year as well as quarter on quarter? And is it across segments that you've seen this kind of volume growth? And what kind of movement do you expect in the second half of the year in terms of volumes?
Yeah, major growth has come on discretionary side. Agrochemical was still under pressure in Q2. And going forward, we see this both discretionary and agrochemical volume to get recovered in next 2-3 quarters overall.
Mr. Gogri, what was the volume growth in Q2 versus Q1?
Yeah, it will be about 8-10%.
Okay. 8-10%. And can you break that up further into the discretionary like dyes and pigment and even agrochemicals, which you said didn't really pick up, was muted?
So major was on discretionary side.
Any numbers?
Yeah, I think that detailed number we don't have, bifurcation.
Okay. All right. And what kind of a growth, Mr. Gogri, are you looking at in terms of volumes for the second half of the year? 8-10% I think is the recovery you mentioned for quarter 2 in comparison to quarter 1. For the second half of the year, what kind of a recovery are you looking at? And you always say that we'll see normalized levels in terms of demand in the next few quarters. When is that? FY25 second half or FY26?
Yeah, this second half of FY24, I think by Q4, additional around 15 to 20% volume recovery we should be able to see. And second half, so we are targeting, 500 crore plus EBITDA and annual about 950 to 1,000 crore.
Right. But when do you see normalized demand, sir? Going by what, everything on ground, demand, supply dynamics, across various segments as well. In FY25, you believe that we can see normalized demand?
Yeah, I think, progressively should happen. Maybe by second half of second quarter of FY25, everything should be normal. But substantial normality, Q4 of FY24 also will be seen, especially on the discretionary side.
How many projects are getting commissioned in FY25?
FY25, we will be commissioning some specialty blocks, and in addition to our ethylation expansion and nitrotoluene expansion.
And what's the margin profile of the new projects, the asset turn that you will be commissioning of the 3 projects in FY25?
That will be more, around 1.5 is a typical asset turn. It will be there, and because they are value added, so margin will generally tend to be on higher side. But as a margin percentage becomes difficult, because our is a pass through the model.
So at current prices, sir, what is the, post this expansion that you have already laid out, what would be the peak revenue potential? So I think it comes on stream in 2025, 2026. So the peak revenue potential of the company goes to what?
Yeah, peak revenue potential, we should be able to cross 8,000 crores.
Okay, peak revenue potential can cross 8,000 crores. Got it. Thanks a lot for joining in. Appreciate your thoughts here. By the way,